everybody, welcome back to the channel. It's been a little bit since I've made a video, and hope everything is going well for you in this new year. I wanted to make a video. I didn't really have anything to talk about, so I thought, well, I've bought a lot of drugstore lately, so I kind of walked around and looked at some of the newer things, put them on a big platter and brought them in here to show you, really just more than anything, just wanting to catch up with you all. It's been, life has been busy, mostly because, as you know, my husband is fighting cancer, and we are adjusting to a new normal. Life is filled with doctor's appointments on top of doctor's appointments. He's got so many different doctors, and his prescriptions and meds constantly are changing and due to pain. And most of these are narcotics, so you have to go in person and you have to show your ID, and then you need to wait for the escalation to the insurance and the doctor, and then you go back. And the other issue, and the reason that I have so much drugstore, is that his quantities are so high, as well as his dosages, that our local Walgreens often doesn't have it. So then they will call to other Walgreens and see if anybody's got it in stock. And so then I'll go to another Walgreens, and then we get another prescription. So I'm just in these Walgreens all the time, and, what are you going to do but shop? So that's kind of why I have so much drugstore, accumulated so much drugstore stuff. And again, I hope your new year has started out well. My mother, who is from the old country, is very superstitious, and she always says how your year starts is how your year will be. So if you lose your car keys the first few days, you'll be losing things all year. But I would have to say that other than this new normal, which is not normal for us at all, but if you subtract from the equation my husband's situation, it's been a relatively normal year. No lost, no floods in the house, no keys missing, no dishes shattered or anything. So we're doing okay. And it's interesting because the new normal is, it's not normal yet. The other day, I had a chance to drive my own car. We have more cars than garage space, so kind of whatever's at the bottom of the driveway is what you take. And because my husband is not able to drive because of the medication, and he's lost use of his right arm, so I'm doing most of the driving, and he is most comfortable sitting in the back seat of his car. It's comfortable there. So we were using his car for all these appointments, and I really miss driving my car. So I was like, okay, I'm shoveling all the cars around. I want to drive my car. And there's nothing wrong with his car. He's got a very nice car, but I wanted to drive my car. And I wanted to feel like normal, not just the new normal. And so I got in my car. I was just in heaven. I was just in heaven to be in my car again. So just these little things that we have to adjust to, and it's just these adjustments that we make along the way. And but again, I hope your life has been going well these first few weeks, and that the remainder of your life goes well. The year goes well as well. And so I wanted to chat. I know that I am due to make a purposeful tossing video for my first 10 days in January, and I did, in fact, I always do, have piles and piles. I did not video it because, again, there's so many other things that I'm doing, and in my spare time I'm drinking wine. So I will probably finish the purposeful tossing by just talking about here the things I tossed each day. Anyway, so today let's talk drugstore stuff, and that's going to be kind of fun. Let me start with, actually I'm going to start with non-drugstore. I had two great things I bought after the holidays, and they're both Estee Lauder. Estee Lauder had this blush kit, and it was $35 normally. They are very easy to depot. I'm going to put them in a Z palette. I was playing with this one. There we go. And I got it for like $19.10 after Christmas sale, so I was very excited about that. And this was not a sale item, but I love, this is Estee Lauder came out with a Christmas lipstick, And it's the presentation is just, you know, lovely. It says, "What are lips, after all, but to kiss?" And so it's beautiful. This is one of my favorite lipstick lines. I like Too Faced La Creme, Maybelline, and the Estee Lauder Pure Color Envy Sculpting lipsticks. And this is a beautiful red for Christmas. It's a little, it's not really cool and it's not really warm. It's just kind of a right, it's a very rare find to find a right in the middle kind of Christmas or red color. It's called Christmas Kiss. So those were fun little things after the holidays. Okay, so what else can I show you? I have this whole thing. So I bought the Milani 2-in-1 Conceal and Perfect. I bought it in the right color, which is big deal. I had tried it earlier in sand. It was so dark. I think it was even the summer. It was so dark. I bought it in 03 light beige. It's a great color match for my NC 30 35 medium warm skin tone, and it is a beautiful foundation for mature skin. It is by far the highest coverage foundation in my opinion. It covers better than Revlon Color Stay. It covers better than CoverGirl Outlast. A bit of a learning curve because it can feel, it won't look heavy, but it can feel heavy. I find the Beauty Blender is best, and I do look very I have very oily skin. I do look very oily in it. I need to blot, but yet it's a beautiful foundation for mature skin. So it's one of those things when you have oily skin, do I cater to the mature side of my skin or the oily side? So I try to cater to the mature, and I live with blotting papers and try to use, you know, as much mattifying anything that I can. But I was very impressed. I know many have said it's very similar to the Clinique Beyond Perfecting, which is also a 2-in-1 concealer and foundation in one. For I cannot remember, but that one did not work out on me. I think I became too oily too fast. I don't remember. And I bought the Maybelline Dream Cushion. I have not had a chance to use this yet. I bought it in 40, color 40. It looks promising. So again, I'm just in all these Walgreens, and even though you see the same thing in every Walgreens, you know, this one has lighted shelves, this one doesn't, this one has the new items in display at the front, some on the, you know, end caps, and you're just like, oh, well, maybe I will, or one won't have your color, you go to the next one. I just live in Walgreens. I bought the Outlast powder. I have 4 powders I bought. And I didn't realize that Outlast had a pressed powder before. And I bought it in light medium, 830. And it's okay. Of all the powders I bought, this is probably my least favorite, but good enough, hoping that it'll keep me matte. My favorite pressed powder, I almost want to say that this is my favorite pressed powder, period, of all that I own. It's the e.l.f. finishing powder, which I believe is one of their new products, and I bought it in light medium. It is like, if I didn't know better, I would think I was rubbing a liquid or truly some kind of a cream. It is amazingly, and no kick up, no dust. It is the most remarkable, soft, I mean, it just glides on the skin. It just covers the pores. It just glides on the skin and just makes it soft. It's beautiful. I also bought the e.l.f. HD powder. It used to always come in loose, and now I believe it's new in a compact. I don't ever remember seeing it in a compact, but it could be me. However, I will say that it leaves, it's probably great for under eye brightening, but it definitely leaves, you know, it's white. And maybe if you have porcelain or fair skin, it might be good, but there's no way I could use this as a finishing powder. It would just leave me too white, too stark. But under the eye, that would be a brightening effect, so that's a good thing. And then I've been wanting the Fit Me. I love the Fit Me foundations. As a matter of fact, I bought another one, and this is in 235. The Maybelline Fit Me, very nice powder. Again, so soft, so glides on, doesn't look powdery on you at all. This is a very, very nice one. This one is in the matte and poreless. I don't know about the other version, but this one is lovely. Speaking of foundations, I had I love Fit Me. I have all of them. I have several colors. That's how much I like it in the matte and poreless. But I thought, let me try the dewy and smooth. Again, going to that mature side or the oily side. But I thought, let me see this. This glides on the skin. It's light to medium coverage, definitely buildable to medium. I think it is very kind to mature skin, very kind. Great price. I don't know, what are these, $5, $6, maybe $7. I think it rivals, it's right up there in my probably top 10 of my foundations, and we all know I own probably 100 or something. Anyway, I found a brush set, the Real Techniques brush set on sale. That was fun. So that was cool to find on sale at one of them. And I have, still on foundation. Sorry about that. Color Stay Revlon. Mine was too old. It needed to go. And mine still didn't even have the pump. I looked at my color in this particular Walgreens, and it just looked too dark. I don't know why. So I changed the color, and really I should have just stuck with the color that I've always had. So this is a little light. So I'll either return this, or I'll be using my, you know how they make drops now to darken things, so I might do that. But this is the pump version, and that's awfully nice, so I needed to replace that. I have a little bit of a fail for me. I bought these new Revlon, what are they called? HD something. They're longer lipsticks, lip balms. And they, clear cap, you can see the color, and it only clicks once, and then it goes up. Two things for me. I don't like the flavor. It's a fine flavor. It's not too floral, it's not too sweet, it doesn't taste like chemicals. It's just not one that I like. It is tolerable if I really, really love this, but it's too balmy, it's too buttery, it's just too much. It doesn't even last through a cup of coffee. And I like to apply lipstick. I like the whole thing, taking it out of my handbag, taking it out, putting it on. So I don't necessarily mind if it's not long lasting, but this really is, in my opinion, short lasting. And as I said, it doesn't even make it through a cup of coffee. So I'll be returning these. They were buy one, get one free. Revlon was buy one, get one free at Walgreens, which is so nice to see, because usually it's buy one, get one half off. It was buy one, get one free. I hope you all saw that sale. So I'll be taking those back. What else did I buy? Had to replace my Fit Me concealer, one of my absolute favorite concealers. I have it in several shades. I was out of this shade. I also love the Maybelline Rewind. I just love those concealers. They get it right for my skin type, my under eye area. So I found that, replaced that. Two more lipsticks from e.l.f. This lipstick from e.l.f. is smooth, is creamy, feels like, just on the lips, feels so good. Normal wear time, nothing, too long, nothing too short. And you know me, I always have to do reds. That's what I'm about. And this is Rich Berry, I believe. Wait, I need to get my handy dandy, my magnifying glass. Purple, isn't it cute? It's in Bold Berry. And this is the matte lip crayon from e.l.f. And this is in Cranberry. And it's just a slightly, different hue. We lipstick experts, on camera it's looking the same. But there's a difference. Of course there is. And very painfully, that means two of my lipsticks in my current collection have to say bye-bye as per my 2017 New Year resolutions. I'm almost in some way relieved that these four are going back, because to find, this resolution is really a tough one. I'm telling you, I've been in so many Walgreens, they don't have the quantity of drugs, and they don't have the high dosages he needs, so they need to order them, or you just find it at another Walgreens. Anyway, so I bought the Brow Precise Fiber Volumizer. It's a brow mascara. Not so happy with it. The color is good. It's medium brown. It's got this wand like this, and then sideways up here are the little bristles, and you can kind of see the fibers. So you just, comb it on. My brows are sparse at the front, and so this needs to attach to something other than skin. And it is good if I'm just running out and I just want to deepen my brow color. I don't need anything perfect. I just need to deepen it. But for my brows, and it's not the best. It wears beautifully once I've got it on. The color is very nice, but I'm finding that brow mascaras for me are not the thing. I really need powders or powder pencils. Pencils to me are still a little harsh and they take too much time, whereas I use the Anastasia brow powder and boom, 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 it's done. And then I also, not from the drugstore, but I bought, Timeless was having a sale over the holidays, 50% off everything, and so I stocked up. I bought several of the vitamin C serums. If you're watching my Skincare Sage series, you know that the vitamin C should have vitamin E and ferulic acid. I'll put a link down below to my Skincare Sage series for those on mobile phones, and if you're watching on a laptop, there will be a card. And I also tried their new Matrixyl S6 serum. Again, I've talked about that. If you cannot use retinols, retin A, retinoids, because they just, no matter what you do, no matter how much you buffer, no matter how much, you let a week go by and you still get irritated, then you need to incorporate a Matrixyl serum. There's Matrixyl 3000, and now we have Matrixyl S6. And that will not irritate, but it has the same, nothing is going to be retin A, but it has all the same properties, and it doesn't irritate. And again, that's in my Skincare Sage series. So that's kind of, again, it really wasn't about the haul. It was more just to catch up and say hello and have something to chat about because I haven't been on in a while. I hope this was a little fun, kind of fun visit. And I'm asking you to continue to pray. My husband had his first infusion. He's in a clinical trial for an immunotherapy. He's not on chemo. Chemo does not help this particular cancer. They have so little on it. It's an orphan disease, and there really is nothing, there isn't a lot of data. But he had his first infusion, and so now we hope that the tumor will start to shrink. And if it shrinks enough, then we can do surgery and etc., etc. So right now the prayer is, let the tumor shrink. I appreciate your time. I always appreciate the fact that you do tune in and watch. Have a lovely day, a lovely week, and I hope to see you again soon. Take care.